What's up, everybody? Welcome back to OnlyFarts. Thank you. Hope you guys had a great Papa Day. I'm sure you did. I mean, mine's fine. I don't celebrate. We're not going to get into that. That's not your business. Let's start with some plugs after that awkward intro. Holy shit. If you like me, I know you do, follow me on Instagram at dammit Chef Asshole for food-related stuff. If you're one of the kids, which you probably are, join the TikTok army at dammit_Brad. Please give the reviews of a lifetime. I think Spotify takes reviews. Give me 5 stars. We're not on iTunes for some reason, but we're on YouTube. So subscribe to my YouTube. That is bradstollcomedy. Just type that in with OnlyFarts. I'll pop up somewhere. I don't have my own personalized link because I haven't reached, the ultimate level. I don't know how many subscribers I need to make a custom URL, but eventually we'll get there. Did you guys just hear that, bar mitzvah crack? Eventually we'll get there. Baruch. Yeah, it's not. I hate when that happens, man. Going back to being 13 again. That was a time, being 13. Do you guys miss that? Do you guys miss smashing your piece against some girl's butt at a bar mitzvah and not knowing why you got immediately hard and just popped boners like pew, 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 like fucking laser bolts, but full of cum? Do you know what I'm saying? Did you ever get that? Did you ever fart in front of the girl you really liked at some party and then just well, this is it. Might as well jump off a bridge because it's over, bud. You farted. And everyone knows no one farts but you. See how I brought that full circle? Why is it that everyone has to make you feel like shit for farting? I don't know if I've spoken about this, but it infuriates me when my friends do this to me. They're like, oh, did you fart? Yes, dickhead. That's how assholes work. Of course I farted. Every time. If you have to look around and I'm smiling at the end, I did it. I did it all. Stop that. Don't fart shame your bros. That's fucking despicable. You want to fart shame anyone? Do it to a woman because they feel even more awkward about it if you're not dating them. I'm so used to my girlfriend farting around me. It's life. It happens. People queef. Is it queefing? Not farting. Not all farts are queefs. Anyways, we're losing the point here. Don't fart shame anybody. If they fart, laugh about it because it's the funniest sound in the world, and the smell. Oh, everybody loves a freaking callback. They're like, oh, did you fart? Yes, you did. Smells of a fart are the callbacks of farts, right? Of the joke. The joke's the fart, and you're like, wait, is there more? You bet your ass. And if they shit themselves, round of applause. Because not only did you fart, it smelled, and then you left a mark forever. Well, until you clean them. That's incredible. That's the circle of life with shit. My last podcast, there was no transition there. Fuck that. Who needs transitions? A lot of you were very angry. I hope anybody who came to check out my podcast were from TikTok, because this is the first time ever that my podcast actually got blowback from TikTok. Now, normally when I post a clip from the show, from OnlyFarts, it doesn't get that great of a reception on TikTok, but this is the first time that I really ruffled some feathers. And by ruffling feathers, I meant ruffled some steroid-infested arms. You all act like you're so tough, like pre-workout is your requirement. If you're 18, let me take that back. If you're 17 and you're ripped, it can't be natural. For the most part, unless you are a natural-born athlete, which the vast majority are you not. We are in the United States. Most of you are fat fucks, which is okay. Hey, I'm chubby too. It's okay to have a little bit of love. More cushion for the pushing, as I say. And I mean for me, not for the person. I mean, I like curves, but I'm just saying for me, I'm a fluffy-ish guy. I'm trying to lose weight. I'm doing it, but I don't need pre-workout. I will stand on this hill and say coffee or green tea is just so much better than taking 400 milligrams of caffeine from a pre-workout. Ooh, I feel fucking jazzed. Yeah, if I took an Adderall before I worked out, yeah, I'd fucking lift the entire fucking gym. Doesn't mean it's good for you. Anyone's like, the braised change amino acids. First of all, you're 17. Shut the fuck up. You don't know your body. You don't even know how to talk to a girl yet. What are you talking about? Now, I may not know what I'm talking about when it comes to pre-workout. I do think it's not great. Just going to say it. Are there healthier alternatives? I'm sure there are. for the most part, they pump so much shit into that. People who join the army, they're not fucking taking... Well, they're probably pumping something into people in the army. Let's be real. But stop fucking being like, you know what you're talking about, you fat... Let's look at some of these comments. Fuck it. I'm going to pull up the comments. Let's see. Got it pulled up over here. Oh, I don't want to play the clip again. And that's just... Well, now we're in a paradox, right? Is that what that is? Or did we just enter, like, time zone? Let's see. You look exactly how I expected you to. Oh, this is great. Tell me you know nothing about working out without telling me. I fucking hate that. That's the worst fad on TikTok is tell me blah, blah, blah without telling me. Hey, asshole, clickbait of TikTok. And there's already too much. Stop. And that's the way you look. And that's why you look the way you do. And I look the way I do. Let's go look at Daniel. Oh, yeah, this is the kid that I shit on. And I said something back to him. This is my big comeback to this fucking idiot. Try to come at me, call me fat ugly. God damn it. Stop that. I said, I might not be in shape, but it beats looking like someone who does reps and roofing college girls. That's a pretty sick burn, dude. Fuck you, Daniel. Eat shit, dude. Let's see. You look exactly like I thought you do, okay? Okay. Let's see. These fucking... They're all 12. Let's see. I can tell you have no reason to take it. Oh, my God. I bet you drink diet soda, which is bad to them. I don't drink diet soda. I did, and then I got a clue, dude, because it's terrible for you. Aspartame is straight up a cancer chemical. I don't think it really is, but it's not good for you. Bro, just say you got a weak heart. It's fine. We get it. I do. I literally said that in the episode that I felt like I was having a heart attack. And the guys at the ambulance dudes who were jacked out of their minds are like, don't take that shit. I'm going to take a bunch of guys in their late 30s who were really in shape to tell me, like, don't take pre-workout. Then these fucking 17-year-olds who were like, you don't know your body yet. I'm like, you all have fucking back knee, okay? You all have back knee, and you all don't take you're not natural either. You probably take steroids, probably take HGH because you really want to get on the football team. But newsflash, buddy, you're not going to be in the NFL, the NBA, MLB, none of it. You're a power lifter who doesn't know how to talk to women. That's it. Hey, buddy, get a personality because that helps in the long run. Oh, if I lift up my muscles, guess what, dickhead? When you're 70 and not jacked, people are going to just hope they can have a good conversation with you. They don't care how much you lift. Nobody cares about the grilled chicken that you made with no spices. Nobody. Idiots. Let me see if there's any other good burns, and then I'm going to move on. Wait till he finds out about fast food. Hey, fuck you. I know fast food's bad for me. It just tastes delicious. Some people are like, you sold me on it. Yeah, no. All these burns are just like, you're fat. You've never worked out. I'm like, sick, dude. You haven't touched a pussy. I don't care, man. I don't care. I used to care so much about being jacked and in shape, and I realized I'd rather be funny than rely on weights to carry my conversation. Because you know what girls love hearing? How many reps you did at the gym. They don't. They never have. Hey, bodybuilding community, come at me, bro. I bet you couldn't because you probably all skipped leg day. Eat shit and die. Anyways, I had a nice vacation this weekend, talking about not eating healthy. Went over to the land of Irvine. That's paradise. Nah, we just need to get the fuck out of town, you know? Sometimes you just need to leave. Sometimes you just got to leave Los Angeles for what it is. A place where people are just constantly clout chasing and trying to get famous instead of caring about what they really want to do, like have talent. But hey, we're not all the same people here. Some people just want to be famous for being good looking, and guess what? That eventually dies. You can have all the plastic surgery in the world. You're probably not going to fulfill your dreams at some point. But hey, in the meantime, chase your dreams. I encourage it. But some of them, you have a timeline. Just saying. Dude, Irvine is retail paradise. Also, the OC is the prettier version of LA. Everyone in LA is bad looking, or they're okay. So sorry. There's like this. Everyone is hot from their hometown. Plus, add all the Botox and plastic surgery they don't need because they're still under 30. And even if you're in your 30s, wait. You have time to make all these adjustments when you get older, and you really need to care about that because looks fade, as I've mentioned. Not everyone's natural. Hate to break it to you. Elizabeth Hurley is beautiful. I get it. But at the same time, she's probably had a shit ton of work done, but at the right time in the right place. Because she's been good looking most of her life. And she's pretty good looking now. She's almost like 60, I think. Jesus Christ. All I'm saying is the OC, everyone is a lot prettier naturally. Even the bums were better looking than the people over here. I was like, wow, this guy looks like trash, but I'd fuck him, you know? I personally wouldn't fuck him, but I feel like a lot of people would have. He looks like he was in like a fucking Sublime like fan group on Facebook. But hey, still cleaned up all right for someone who's pretty dirty. All I'm saying, LA, is stop trying so hard. We got plenty of people in the OC who try less and are still better looking than you. That sucks, man. That they don't have to try that hard. They're just living their lives and enjoying themselves. I talked to this really like wholesome dad and son. They were having the time of their lives. This guy's like, yeah, my girlfriend here's the bartender. She was fantastic. She did great. And he's just like, yeah, I'm a firefighter. And I'm like, God, you're so fucking good looking, dude. I just wanted to eat my fucking chicken wings off his abs. He was that fucking good looking. I'm not gay, but let's be real, dude. If that guy didn't have to try so hard, there's someone in LA who's getting like his abs fucking plastic surgery into him. Have you seen that shit? Like the Ken doll looking guy that has the fucking abs put in and it looks like a bunch of Dial soaps in his stomach. Come on, man. You're getting abs added to your body? What is wrong with you? Even Ken dolls don't look that bad. That's bad. When it looks like you're it looks like somebody fucking cut you open and put the cocaine in different bags, and they're like, yeah, that looks like abs. That's washboardy enough. This dude fights fires, and he's ripped, and I thought he was a fucking minor league baseball player or some shit. He's like, nah, I'm just a firefighter. I'm like, how do I become this genuine of a human being? Now, in a Lifetime movie, that guy definitely killed somebody, or probably cheated on his wife and then killed somebody, because that's what every Lifetime movie's like. But dude, come on, man. That's bullshit. Then you got guys over here who's like, "What's up? I'm Tyler Bryce. I'm Tyler Bryce Simpson Johnson. I'm from fucking Kansas City. I don't really have a talent. I'm just fucking good looking, dude." Just holding that you can't see it if you're not watching the YouTube version of this. You just hear my lips click. That's me giving the sexy fuck. I want to fuck you look. But for me, it looks like I'm constipated. So there's a real big difference there. All these guys with these fucking names that are just like, I'm white, I'm white, I'm white. And it's like, listen, I don't want to, I hate being white. I'm not doing that whole shit. But I'm just saying the people who are so stereotypically yacht club sounding douchebags, how? That guy's name can't be really Bryce Hall, right? Is it actually Bryce Hall? I need to look this up. It's really bothering me that you can be called Bryce Hall. Is that his real name? Bryce is like a fake name you come up with, like in a script. You're like, oh yeah, that. Like, let's call him Bryce, and he's gonna bully you. Wow, his name is actually Bryce. Bryce Michael Hall. Oh my God, you sound like an Oreo, dude. Oh my God, just white and white and white and white. How, man? And his chin looks like it's, he looks like a giraffe. Like his chin is like coming out of his neck, but they're kind of connected. But he doesn't look fat. Almost like, I wouldn't say it's like a jawline that you want, but it's almost like what people vision jawlines look like in cartoons. You know what I'm saying? Almost Jay Leno-esque. This guy's neck doesn't end, but also pops out like a tumor. Fuck Bryce Hall. Fuck all these stupid TikTok douchebags with their names like, hey, what's up? I'm Tyler Johnson Johansson Swanson Collinson. Fuck you, dude. Get a talent. Good looks die, bro. Get a talent. I had this conversation too about people, about like homeless people in like LA and New York. The only difference is our homeless people in New York have talent. It's America's got homeless talent. That's for sure. America's got great homeless talent in New York. Once you come to LA, everyone's like, well, I smell, I haven't showered, but hell, they're architects here. I'll say this, LA homeless people are architects because we don't kick them out. They start getting really creative with how they're going to live in trash. They build these fucking, like, tent mansions out of boxes and tarps. It's a tarp mansion. That's what I wanted to say. Just a tarp mansion being like, all right, if you come over to this property over here, this is valued at about $25. Got all of their they got all of their supplies from the outside of a Home Depot. Nobody was using it. And they really crafted this homey vibe. Wow, this is really modern take on being homeless. You know, not like the carrying a little bandana on a stick homeless guy. We're talking about the startup of homeless people. The startup of homeless people is like, yeah, I'm not homeless. I'm just less. That's the company as a startup name, is just less. The future for other homeless individuals. Here at Les, we want to build you a great home that eventually is going to get mowed over by the police. What can we do to save you? Well, we have this tarp here. Great little piece. I have all these boxes from Costco's that people just kind of threw to the side, and I figured, why not build myself a nice chair? If I'm going to have this office of ideas of different creative ways to shit on the ground and shower and steal food from people, I figure, why not? We need to get from the biggest supplier. That's why Costco is our sponsor for today's episode. Join Les, and we're going to help you out. That's what it's going to be like. Homeless people are going to have startups for being homeless, and we're going to just be okay with it. You know, they're never going to get rich. They're never going to make enough money to survive. They'll make enough to get by until they're kicked out and move somewhere else. It's really unfortunate that we have such a big homeless problem, but I do love how creative they get. They're creative constructors. New York, you go on the subway, everyone's like, hey, and a 1, 2, and they just start breaking out into music. I've seen doo-wop groups. I've seen, guitar players. They smell the worst. People do really like comedy and shit. And then my favorite is the woman who says the same story over and over. It's practiced to a T, and she has like the moaning voice. She's like, please, so my child, ladies and gentlemen, like has that kind of tone. And you're like, well, you know what? She's really working on her Anne Hathaway, and I appreciate the effort. Most people just get lazy and write a sign. I don't got time to read your sign, dude. I got memes to look at, dude. I got borderline porn to be looking at on my phone. Why in the hell would I look at your sign? I see you. You're homeless. Perform. Give me a reason to give you money, and give me a reason to think you're not going to spend it on alcohol or crack. That's all I'm saying. We go to this bar. Speaking of the very good-looking gentleman that I met this weekend, he very, very cool. Him and his father. Shout out to them. They're really great. Had a nice conversation with them. This bar is called Wild Goose. Shout out to my friend Chelsea for giving the suggestion. It was awesome. The food was pretty good for bar food. And we were sitting there, right? And they were the VIP table, and we're like, who are they? And we found out it was the bartender's girlfriend. They moved to on the other side of us. Then they left the table open, and everyone kept trying to come to that table, hated that it was right by the door, and then just would go on to the back. This place was a shit show. Finally, this couple sits down, and I already got bad vibes. The guy was wearing like this very vibrant button-down white shirt with a pattern. He looked like he had an inch of cologne on him. That was the kind of guy I was walking. An older dude, probably in his early 60s. His partner, excuse me. So you guys remember the candle from Beauty and the Beast? Okay. Now imagine that guy as a woman, and someone lit his candle and it was melting. If there's realistically a candle and he's just this lady's plastic surgery was so damn bad. I feel like I could get better plastic surgery using Ziploc bags against my face. This woman looked like she was a Yankee Candle sale. Oh my God, she looked horrible. But she just started to touch me, started trying to make conversation, and I'm like, oh no. And she's like, aren't you so great that we could just walk in here without masks? And I'm not even going to get into that point. We're vaccinated. It's all good. It was the first time I was being a person. And I'm like, you're not the person I want to celebrate this with. You're the last person on earth. I wish you went in the cave that they put us in at one point and you just stayed there. She's touching me. She's like, oh my God, look at that. And I'm like, you are gross. You are the swamp monster of people here. And I said this flat out to my girlfriend, and she agrees. I go, if someone's going to hit on us in front of you especially, they better be 100 times hotter than us, and we're both willing to fuck them. That's where I'm going with this. They were swingers. And you know what? Here's the reality. Most swingers aren't good looking. Hate to say it. If you swing, well, there's two things. Your marriage is dying, or you're both kind of ugly and figured, hey, who would fuck us too, That's what I felt like. The guy was slimy as shit. He looks like he like sells gold to pawn shops for a living. He doesn't look like he doesn't have a job. He just like is a schemer. And this is how I know they were swingers, right? So she's hitting on me aggressively. It's gross. They eventually get up after she requests. She goes, "Can my food be made in olive oil? We're at a dive bar called Wild Goose. What do you think? They probably fry everything in duck fat and shit." No, we cannot make salmon with olive oil. Get the fuck out of here. There's like 300 people here, which is kind of the energy our bartender gave her, as she should have. Fuck these people. So they get up, they leave, right? I had to go take a piss at a certain point. I got to explore the bar. Place is a nightmare, but it's kind of awesome at the same time. You know, that kind of shit show where you're like, this is the place where you go to make mistakes and nowhere else. It's always a guy coming up to you and be like, "What's up? My name's Tyler Bryce Hall. I was just wondering if you would accommodate me on a great night out back to your house." You know, that's the kind of guys you're going to get at this place. And this is what happened. I go to the bathroom, I come out, and who's out there but the fucking gold-slinging salesman himself telling some dude to go hit on his candle wax wife. Ew, dude. And the guy was like, "Oh, should I go do it? Should I do it?" And he was so fucked up, he probably was going to do it. I don't know if he did, but if I were to guess, and if I was in that guy's shoes and I looked like this guy, I'd be like, "Oh, fuck, where's your wife?" And then show up, be like, "All right, weird looking MILF. I could do this. What's up, Lumineer," or whatever you are. I think I've seen you on sale before. So gross. So gross. Listen, I'm not going to kink shame you, but the odds of a good swinging couple being really hot, you got to be wealthy, rich, and hot, and being like, "Oh, I like watching my wife get, plowed out in front of me." There's those situations that do exist, but the freaking majority is just you'll get the candle wax and the gold salesman, and I think that's as good as it gets. And if you're into that and that is something you want to do, by all means, it's your journey. Enjoy yourself. But they were disgusting and fucking annoying. Fuck. I have so much pent-up energy. Father's Day is not a great time to be doing shit, but I'm loving this right now. Let's move on. I did get to go to... Listen, I love cigars. I am very much an old man. I'm 29, but I have the charisma of a 57-year-old man who's just had it, okay? As you guys know, if you still listen to this podcast at this point, I got to go to this really nice cigar lounge. At first, I'm not going to say the name of the lounge, and you'll see why at the end of the story. So this lounge, we walk in. The first thing we see is the front, and it literally looks abandoned, but it's not. It's just a terrible front, and I feel like that's on purpose to like deter people from coming, because they had like kind of a membership vibe after I talked to the dude. He was really cool. Walk in, really nice couch seats. You got the good ashtrays everywhere. He's got a nice refrigerator with coffee and espresso. I'm like, and with all the Godfather posters and Goodfellas. Oh, I was eating up Sopranos. Everything was there. It was the bro vibe everybody loves. 7 flat screen TVs. I'm loving it. So I, of course, go right to the humidor. And I'm looking around. His shit was a little bit overpriced. I'm not going to lie. I don't like seeing stuff that's like valued definitely like $8, $9. That's like $13. And I'm like, this is not a fucking expensive cigar, and it shouldn't be. Then finally I saw this box. It was unmarked. The price tags weren't on it like every other box, and they were quartered off. It was like 6 different cigars in piles, and I noticed a label, and I was like, huh, I know that label. I look closer because it says, "Do not pick up the cigars unless you're buying it." So I'm like, okay. And it says fucking Cohiba. Gold label wrapper, shining in my face. I look closer, another Monte Cristo, Di Cubano, and I'm like, oh my fucking God, no way. No way this guy's got Cubans. I've only been to one other place that had Cubans. You have to know somebody to get them, So I peek my head out with the humidor, like open the door. He looks at me and goes, "What's going on, man?" I go, "Listen, man, there's a box in here when you first walk in, brown box. It's unmarked. Are these?" He smiles, and he goes, "Those are $25. And I'm like, oh, fuck. I have to. $25 for a Cuban? That's an accurate price. Those were embezzled, totally illegal. Again, exactly why I am not telling you the name of the shop. There's only 2 cigar shops in the OC. You can figure it out. If you message me, I'll tell you where to go. The guy had great hospitality. I'm not going to name drop him. Again, I do not want to get this guy in trouble. I went to a place once where the dude was Cuban, owned the cigar shop, beautiful shop with a full bar and everything. And he told us, like, me and my buddy, we went, he's like, "Yeah, by the way, you come back next time, I have the good stuff. Just let me know." And he told us a story how the DEA went to his shop one time, unplanned, just knew it was the DEA, and he was looking around as he was like shoveling like boxes of Cubans in the back of his closet. I'm like, oh my God, is there a worse time to have a cigar shop? That's insane that he got away with that. Anyways, we had a nice time. He goes, listen, you guys are visiting, we're visiting from LA to the OC. Big trip. He goes, listen, you're visiting. Usually the alcohol and stuff is for members only, but have at it, enjoy yourself. And I'm like, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Bought a couple for my friend. I was in heaven. My girlfriend enjoyed a bit. She regretted it the next morning because she sounded like me. She's like, how's it going? I love you, babe. And I'm like, oh, God. Did I go home with a cigar guy or was it my girlfriend? It was my girlfriend. She was just a little bit raspy. It was a great time. There's really no jokes other than, hey, sometimes you hit the lottery. And that place was satisfaction. I had a nice fat espresso with Perrier and a fat Cohiba. I was living life to the fullest. I was living my best life. I was loving that for me, as they say. It was fucking great. Now let's get on to some other shit. This made me laugh so hard. So I don't usually do a lot of topical shit on this podcast, but I have to talk about this because it came across my feed, and I literally thought it was a meme account. I did not think it was real. I'm going to put the picture up right here. This was great. It's called What's One More with Alec and Hilaria Baldwin. Bro, do we think that she needs to be back in the spotlight after she straight up lied about her identity, faking an accent for most of her life? I found out one of my friends went to high school with her. I have older friends. She's definitely older. Not as old as Baldwin. But like, dude, who made your logo? Did you hire a guy off Fiverr for like $1 and was like, listen, need a podcast logo. Don't really want to put money on this because I don't think this is going to do it. I feel like Alec Baldwin knows that this is going to bomb as an idea, and he's doing his wife a favor. This was pathetic. I could do a better job with my eyes closed, and I'm not that good of a Photoshop person. Here, I'll go one step more. Stevie Wonder could get on Photoshop and do a better job than this shit. What the fuck is this? Hilaria Baldwin, this is pathetic as your fake-ass accent. Get rid of this. No, What's One More? And I'm assuming that's a play on for What's One More podcast. Hey, guys, no one cares what you have to say. Alec Baldwin, keep making great movies and doing really crappy impressions. We're all for it. We're all here for it. Hilaria, take care of the kids, okay? You burned your moment. You have a fake accent. You have a fake personality, which only says so much about you as a person. You probably have multiple personalities. You psycho. No, nobody wants this. No one asked for it. What's one more? Hey, you know what? One more? Have another kid and stay busy. That's one more. Oh, my Lord. I don't care if that burns a bridge. Gross. My girlfriend's messaging me. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay. Sorry for the dead air, but I'm going to keep going. Oh, and this is another great one. I'm going to try to put this on there. You may not be able to see this. So my buddy sent me this clip in our group chat, and it's a slap contest, which I think is so appropriate for him. I told my friend Best when I sent it to him, I go, listen, man. He goes, what is wrong with our country? I go, no. This is the America I signed up for, is seeing people have slap battles. It's the greatest, worst thing I've ever watched in my life. You guys want Logan Paul and Mayweather? That's fine. I want to see two fat people slap the shit at each other until someone passes out, because that's at least entertaining to me. And it's quick, and it doesn't cost $90 fucking dollars. Bro, they put them in the corners like they're in a boxing match, pat them down, give them advice, and all they're doing is slapping the living shit out of each other. It is great. I want to watch it real quick. So it's this big old dude, two big dudes, right? Gotta love the ginger beard. And they love the fake out. Here it comes, and boom! Gets a little, okay. He's like, okay. Not so bad, man. Not so bad. Let's see what we got. He's like, he's shaking it off. It wasn't as bad as he thought. This guy looks like he operates a Blockbuster, the only one that's still in existence. Man, I'm talking about the guy with the red beard, the one who looks like a fat pirate. That fucking guy. Dude, all right, here's the best, right? Here's the best part of it. Wait. Yep, here we go. He's got a side guy who puts cotton balls in his ears, like he goes, oh, man, don't get slapped first. You got to put the cotton balls in your ear. You know how it goes if you don't have the cotton balls. Here we go. Oh, man, this guy. Oh, God. I can't wait for this. Hand on the face. I love how he puts his hand on the face. Oh, and does a slow motion. Measuring on his arm. Make sure it's a straight hit. And boom! Falls over. He did the fat man fall, where you kind of fall and throw your arms out, like, so dramatically. And the other dude is just looking around being like, we done here? Are we done? Oh, man, he's loving it. He is loving it. I love it, too. The guy looks like Mark Henry, actually. That's pretty impressive. Oh, they're going. I hope they're going slow motion. Wait, are they? Is this replaying again? My bad. But oh my God, that was amazing. More of that. No more influencers. You know what? If anything, I want to see influencers get slapped in slap battles. There's going to be nothing better. It's funny, it's quick, and we get to see them fall on their face and possibly pass out and die. I think that's a great combination. Don't you think, everybody? I think so. Oh, my girlfriend's like annoying me about groceries right now. Okay. Pick one. I'm doing the podcast. This is a note for my girlfriend. I'm doing my podcast. Pick a chicken sausage. I don't care. They're all on. Recording. Jesus. I feel so bad. You're getting like inside baseball. I trust you. Which I don't trust her because she doesn't eat sausage except mine. Gross. But yeah, man. This is the America we live for. Slap battles. Slap the shit out of someone till they die. That's it. I don't want to see Mayweather punch Logan Paul in the face. You know what? The guy's built an enterprise. He made you all pay $90 to watch him get knocked out once, but also kept up so he doesn't fall. You all are dummies. The real fun is on the internet where you get to see fat guys slap the shit at each other. More celebrities need a slap battle. That's all I'm saying. Now, time for my favorite portion of the show. It's unsolicited advice, of course. If you have any questions, please email me at bradstollcomedy@gmail.com, or if I post on Instagram, I'll usually ask for questions there. Let's get it started. This is going to be a nice heater. Oh, I like this one. How do I break up with someone respectfully? Well, okay. My biggest complaint about every generation that has dealt with itself on the internet, we've become bigger pussies and scared of hurting people's feelings. It's getting worse and worse. And I hate to sound like, these goddamn PC police. No, but seriously, it's becoming easier and easier to cop out of really serious growing situations for people. And I think it's really affecting how we dictate our lives and how people see us as certain people. If someone uses the word authentic to describe me, I freak out because it's not being authentic. It is just being real and being yourself. You have to be okay with this shit, guys. You have to be okay with breaking up with someone because the longer you stay in it, the worse habits you fucking pick up. You carry it on to the next relationship, and you're just going to be miserable and miserable. If you text message breakup, you don't deserve a phone. That is the shittiest thing. Now, I'll say this. The only exception to text message breakup is if you went out for like 1 or 2 dates, wasn't serious, you weren't feeling it. After 3 dates, you owe that person a phone call. Because the third date usually solidifies being like, okay, I think we're going to become a thing. You know, if you're long-term dating someone, call them or say, can we meet up and let's talk. If you care about that person, you will meet up with them. Hope you don't fucking get killed. Do it in public somewhere where it's quiet enough and, you know, not as loud. You know, somewhere you can kind of get a corner, maybe back of a restaurant or something, and talk to them. Really, like, let them know, hey, I don't think this is working out. I think you're a great person. Here's what went wrong to me. And then you hear them out because they're going to say their piece because they don't want to feel like they don't have a say in what you're fucking up into. I'll give you an example. I was dating this girl for 6 months. She is now happily married. I think she's pregnant. I don't know. I don't really keep up that much, but I know she's married to a guy that literally looks like me with a bigger nose. We were dating for 6 months. I didn't love this girl. This was the first relationship post my parents' divorce, and I was very like lost, confused, like I'm not sure what to do with my life, kind of feel. And I called her, and we were talking about the weekend, and it just kind of fell out of my mouth. I didn't plan it. Don't plan your breakups. That's not a thing. Unless you're like, I'm going to meet her up tomorrow. That's different than being like, these are the things I'm going to say. But no, you got to go in raw, baby. You're going to fuck her without a condom. You better fuck her without a condom in conversation. You got to be raw and real. So I tell her on the phone as we're talking about the weekend, I go, I think we should break up. She obviously freaks out, has her little moment. I go, listen, let's just, thank God my sister was there for this. She's like whispering, she goes, you need to meet up with her. Go see her. and do this. Do not do this for the phone. I'm like, hey, listen, like, let me come over and let's just talk about it. She invited me over. I trusted her because, like, I knew her. I knew she wasn't going to do anything crazy. She's not that kind of person. There are people who are like that, so be careful of that. If you've had toxic relationships and your friends tell you, do not do this at their place, do it in person somewhere in public, if you really care about them, you got to be fucking careful, man. People are crazy. That's all I'm going to say. If your friends know you're in a toxic relationship, they will tell you do not break up with somebody in a secluded area. Do it in public. You got to be sure. But again, give them the benefit of the doubt. Let them talk too. Of course, you got to voice it out. And this is how you both grow. One of you is probably not going to listen. And the other is going to be like, great, awesome, things for me to work on and things I need to get better at. That's all. That's all you do it. Man up or lady up. Talk to them in person. Don't be scared. And if you're scared of the person you've been with, well, you already know what the biggest mistake of your relationship was, being with that person. So don't fucking do that. Why do we pee when we poop but don't poop when we pee? I'm not a scientist, but I want to say it's something to do with if you're positioned, if you're standing up, you're not going to open your, like, outlandishly poop unless you're like diarrhea central where it's explosive. But it's like to take a poop while you're standing, I don't think happens. Because I feel like your brain tells you, we don't poop now, we're peeing, we're standing up. And I'm assuming a dude wrote this because, like, a girl one wrote this says they can do both. They sit down. They sit when they pee. Unless they think the toilet is dirty. I've seen girls. I'm not sorry. I haven't seen girls. That's creepy. No, girls have told me that they will stand while they pee so they don't put their ass on the toilet seat. Put the paper down. We all can sit down. Okay, if you get a hep C, whatever, dude. How do people burn spaghetti? I don't fucking know. It is on the box. Cooking is not difficult. People who have no tolerance for waiting, these are the people who fuck this up for all of us. Here's the problem, right? There's no reason you should burn spaghetti. It says it on the package, either like 9 to 11 minutes on boiling. And then you can drain it, add the olive oil, get it all nice and lubed up, throw in whatever sauce you want, a little bit, and then, plop the sauce on more. Guys, stop burning spaghetti. That should not happen. Don't put in an inch of water. You fill up half the pot with water. Plain and simple. Get a strainer. You're an adult. You can make pasta. Most of you are broke. You should be professionals at making pasta at this point. That's my point. If you burn spaghetti, you're legitimately a fucking idiot. And I'm going to end on that. How about that? Guys, thank you so much. If you love me, you know where to find me. If you want to join the Patreon, at some point that would be really cool. Patreon.com/OnlyFarts. I'm Brad Stoll. Bye.